Great conversation with some great minds. Yes, young, smart, and very, very qualified to go all the way because they scored top marks. We're talking top marks at the just concluded KCSE. We've got Dickens, we've got Esther, we've got Kamore, and behind me we have a black mamba that belongs to Doris's dad in Nakuru, next Vegas. Doris, if you can hear me, this is the black mamba that your dad used to take you to school with every day?
Yeah, hii ndiyo hiyo ambayo ilitumika kunipeleka shuleni kila asubuhi na kunikujia jioni.
Na ulikuwa ukiketi hapo nyuma ama?
I sat on this back seat the way it is, bila dile kiti ile ya bodaboda ile sponge.
Bila sponge. And it must have been very difficult, huh? I mean, Doris, we can laugh now, but it must have been very difficult for you and your dad.
Yeah, it was challenging juu huku barabara ni rough roads. Naona sasa ile usiku kuna giza na pia tunahofia insecurity.
But now when you look back...
Na mvua iliishi kutunyeshea.
Yeah, I was about to say, kukinyesha...
Juu hakuna something...
Kukinyesha ulikuwa ukifanyaje?
Tunaongeza mwendo wa kasi ndio tuweze kufika shuleni ama tufike nyumbani. Juu tungesimama, masaa yangu ya masomo yangeweza kuharibika.
My goodness. But it was all worth it, eh? You feel happy now, satisfied with your marks and what you've become?
Nimefurahia sana juu hiyo struggle yote tumeweza kupitia na wazazi wangu na familia, walimu, kanisa, yote tumepata ushindi ambao tunaufurahia hadi sasa.
Okay, Doris, we're going to come to you very shortly and talk to your head teacher. I think because Langa High School performed extremely well this year. We'll come back to you for that. Let's come back to the panel here on the bench. And Dickens, let me ask you, challenges growing up. Tell us about them.
Challenges were very many. Let me start from when I concluded my class 8. You know, it's always known that after sadness comes joy. But after joy, sadness then dawned on me. Because, yes, I've finished class 8, I've passed successfully, but how am I joining Form 1? I didn't have in mind because financially, we were not that stable. And I remember I applied many scholarships, but I was unsuccessful. But that was not all. That is when my mother was, we were working with her and he was advised by my former teacher in primary, Teacher Damaris, why don't seek for support at Citizen TV? They might help your child. And we came here at Royal Media, and we met somebody. We met Jacob Black and Vincent Atea, and they were really inspired with our story. They publicized it, and they were able to connect me with Yusuf Refiga. He agreed. He was also inspired by the story, and he agreed to stay with me, to sponsor me. And he did it, my academic in Form 1 up to in Form 2. And apart from school, he also bought for us some stuff at home. He was supportive. But in Form 2, I think he had a bit financial issues. And that's when my challenges started growing to the climax. Because settling, I had a huge fee luggage. So when settling it was a problem, and my preparation to go back to school was always delayed. In fact, in my whole of high school, I think I've opened day 1 like only once. Yes. And I used not to delay with a day or two, but weeks, sometimes even 3 weeks. And even everybody in the school knew I'd come late. And they were surprised because I still excelled academically. But I told them that the key is focus. And in Form 2, after all those problems, Vincent Atea promised to take over from there and to help me finish. And
they helped you?
He really played a great role.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, so if I see him tomorrow, I'll tell him thank you for you.
Thank you. Tell him also too.
Vincent Atea.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
So it was, I mean, you guys are smiling now,
yes,
but it hasn't been easy, huh? Esther, you know, I see a beautiful smile on your face, but it's been very difficult, huh?
True.
People don't realize what struggles you people go through.
Yeah.
Huh?
True.
People with such easy lives, you know, they're driven by drivers to school, they're giving hot lunches, you know, and pocket money, right?
Yeah.
What was your typical day like, Esther?
For me, I'd said about Form 1, after Dad died. Now, in Form 2, it came a time now I was supposed to be sent home because of money. I can recall that day very well, and actually I can say that God is a God of each and every story. On that day, I went straight to the toilets, and I really cried to God. I saw that it was the end of my future. God, if I go home, God, how will I be able to come back? My mom is just doing vibarua, kuosha tu nguo, being given 300. How will that even support me? And I was like crying in the toilet. I was almost kneeling, but I'm so grateful to God. I cried, my eyes were red. I went to the Madam Principal office, Madam Mary. She actually had my story. She was touched, and she just told me, now go to class. From this day, when I asked to go home, just come and tell me. Even Mr. Gisho here, our deputy, always there being supportive. So now, that was not the end, because at least I felt that gave me a hope to continue with life. Because I've said that, oh no, all is over. So, but then, when I was given that, I just told God, thank you. From that day, I felt in my heart, I owed it to the school. I owed it to God, to my family. Then when I went to school, things continue becoming tougher. The more the days you're continuing like moving form to form, things became tough. And the issue of food struck us. Lack of basic need, and that is food. You could go at home when you sleep, like empty stomach, and you could just sleep. And you really need again to read. You know, even the mind needs some energy. You could wake up in the morning again without food. You could walk to school, but sometimes when you realize you're kind of late, you run with your back because, so there's a time I ran and I just fell down. And people are like, sorry. So I just woke up and I took my bag, even though I was hurting my leg. I could continue running while leaping until I reached school. I explained myself to the teacher on duty. I was told to go back to class. So when I went to class, sometimes you could feel even pain in your stomach because of lack of food. You know how that's really dangerous. But when I was there, you could, before even eating, you could remember that I have siblings at home. They don't have food. So what I will usually do, the food which I'm served, I could carry a dish. I place it there. If there is extra one, the matron in charge of the kitchen, I would like to tell her thank you. Her name is Mama Shiko. Thank you so much for the food. Even she could keep it for me. Then actually when I will go home, it was a celebration. Now we have supper. But now you feel like day by day you're growing thin. Now we have supper from the lunch at school. But it never stopped me. If I could have let those problems define me, I couldn't have been here. But I'm so grateful. That was the journey, lack of food. Sometimes teachers, there's a time my shoes even were really torn. One of the teachers really gave me butter shoes. You see, you know, you're very happy, you could walk. So she was my CRE teacher, Madam Naomi. Even her, I would like to tell her thank you. Sometimes you could feel as if these challenges are pressing you down. And you're wondering, is there a future now? Yes, I'm excelling in school, being given gifts of all, sometimes almost all the subjects. But when you could go, you feel like, now what is happening? Then I could go to the guidance and counseling. I can remember Madam Josephine crying to her. She was the one who was telling me, you can do it. even us, we passed through such hard moments. So even to Madam Josephine, I just tell her thank you because they have supported me. Madam Geche there, I was chosen as the CU chairperson. So they are leading, people thinking that, oh, Esther is really okay. Look at her, the way she leads us in CU. But at that time, you're really down. The only one who knew the truth was Madam Geche. She assisted me even in prayers. Sometimes she could chip in. And another thing was, even as I was continuing, you could find yourself like you are really psychologically affected, if I could have said that, because of all those issues which were really happening unto us. By that time, it was really hard, really knowing that you have led some sisters. And this true story, there's a time we went home, and it has been like the last night and this night, and our younger sister, she could not withstand the hunger. So you could just be there when you come out of the plot, and you just smile, people telling you, how are you? I'm fine, uko sawa, kabisa. But in the inside, you're hurting. But I'm so grateful God gave me at least the confidence to reach out to teachers. Because that day, my younger sister Salome actually saw her vomiting because of being hungry. It touched my heart. And on that day, I just said, I wondered what will happen. There's a time my academics had to drop from A+ now to A- because of all of that. But later, the story progressed. I was now in Form 4. Now in Form 4, nothing has changed at home, but I'm so grateful because now God has given you the perseverance and the endurance.
Yes, He has. What about you, Gamora?
Hey,
Was it tough growing up?
Yeah, it was tough. And just as Esther said, I'd say for me it became even tougher when our dad left us.
When your dad died.
Because, you know, it becomes very difficult when you have a widow to raise you.
What was your mom doing? What does mom do?
She's a casual laborer.
Okay.
Yeah. We are 4 of us. I have a sister in high school. And so it becomes very difficult, even with the shopping, when going back to school. And even when you are studying in school, you try to compose yourself, but psychologically, at the back of your mind, there are issues which are disturbing you. Yeah. When I go at home, when we break and go at home, I go to sleep, but I can't get the sleep because I'm just there wondering, now because my mom is struggling this much, will there be a way that I'll be able to remove them from this situation? And I think that's what fueled me very much. You mentioned about food and being driven by vehicles. I remember when we had meetings in school, my brother used to wake up very early at 4, then would prepare food, pack it for me, and then would have to come to Nairobi, pick up an Anyuki cabs, and I never missed him for the meetings. He never turned up late. And so I think it's been a journey where I've been fueled by the situation at the back of at our home, because I wouldn't say it's been very terrible, but again it has not been the life that I would have wanted to live all along. I'd say austere maybe. And so I'm grateful that I've managed to be here. And so it's my hope that this is just the beginning of greater things ahead.
Yeah.
I mentioned to you earlier that I wish to enroll at MIT. Yeah.
As in Massachusetts Institute of Technology. That's where you want to go?
Yeah. And so I'd be very grateful if that will happen. And
what do you want to become?
An aeronautical engineer.
Why MIT?
Why MIT? I mean, it's the best university in the world. Who wouldn't want the best?
Esther, where do you want to go?
For me, I want to go to Oxford University.
Come on.
Yeah.
You want to go to Oxford?
University.
My goodness. Yeah. To study what?
Medicine, especially cardiologist.
Whew. Hello. Dickens?
Coincidentally, I also wish to go to Oxford. Yes, I like to study chemical engineering. You know, I've been so in touch with the sciences, especially chemistry. And I've also participated in the science projects. I think I'd love to be able to make something that can help others, especially in the medical part.
Yeah.
And I think chemical engineering just stays in my mind.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah. Doris, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Ningependa kuwa cardiologist.
Cardiologist pia? Like Esther?
Naam.
Kwa nini?
Naam. Hapa ninapoishi karibu nimesikia watu wengi wanaougua ugonjwa wa moyo, na pia nimeweza kuona documentaries nyingi ambazo ina feature a lot of people suffering from heart disorders, and that made me feel like I need to fill a gap in the society and to grow the field of medicine.
Do you have any particular place you want to study this, Doris? Ni sawa tu anywhere?
I would like to study at the University of Nairobi, Maine.
Nice. And Langa Langa did very well this year, by the way. You guys performed fantastically well, huh?
Yes, we produced 3 A's, 11 A minuses, and 24 B pluses.
And this is a sub-county
school? A total of 187 students going to the university.
Wow. And this is a sub-county school. I mean, it's nobody's heard of this school, huh?
Yes.
We'll talk to the principal in a little short while.
Among the 7 A's...
Go on, go on.
Among the 7 A's, my school was able to produce 3 A's, I being one of them, and the only girl and the first girl to get an A plane in my school.
Fantastic. Dickens.
Yes.
You were talking about awards earlier on, right?
Yes.
And I asked you whether you got anything, right?
Yes, an award.
We just got a message from the chairman of KRA. His name is Engineer Maura.
Yes.
You know what he said?
Yes, I know.
He said the award stands. You're getting yourself 200,000 shillings.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for that.
200,000 shillings.
Wow, that's big for me. I know it will really help us. Yeah. Thank you for that. Another one. Engineer Maura, you've really motivated me. I know you're watching. From the time I was in Form 1, you've always spoke to us as students, and the awards. Thank you for that.
Fantastic.
And
well done.
Yes. And I really want to thank also my class teacher, Mr. Mutua, because there was a time Vincent Atea was experiencing some financial issues, and I had no option but to be sent at home. And this Mr. Mutua I know he was concerned of me. He got really worried. He would call me even when I was at home, told me if I was studying, I was going. And at time he saw it was going far.
Yeah.
And so he decided to at least reduce the financial burden. He was able to urge his fellow teachers to contribute some money for me to go back to school, because I was staying at home with no hopes of going back to school.
But now you're fine, and you're going to be fine.
Yes.
You guys are going to be okay. We're going to take a quick short break, come back. There's so much feedback from across the country. Everyone's talking about you guys. It's a lot of feedback. And also talk to Doris's head teacher out there in Nakuru City, in Las Vegas, Langa Langa High School, performing extremely well. What a story. What hope do we have? What excuse do you have for not going to school tomorrow? Ask yourself that as we take a break. Keep tweeting at Kananga Jeff, at Citizen TV Kenya, the hashtag JKLIVE. JKLIVE takes a break. We'll be back in a moment.
chapadimba, mzing chapadimba, tuna chapadimba, cheza kama wewe. Na chapadimba hadi dreams ime come true, skill imejipa.
And welcome back to Jeff Kananga Live. The first show of the year is a cracker. I'm telling you, if you had no hope for the future, the hope is sitting on the bench right now. These young men and women making us proud. Top performing candidates at the just concluded KCSE examinations. All of them A students. A all the way. I'm telling you, they aced it. And even in Nakuru, Las Vegas, where we have Doris Waithira and her head teacher in Langa Langa High School is here to talk to her. His name is Mrs. Rufina Nkonge. Mrs. Rufina, if you can hear me, good evening. How you doing?
Yes. Good evening, Jeff. I'm doing well.
Congratulations on the performance of your school there, Langa Langa High School. Very many people had never heard of it.
Oh.
And you guys have done fantastically well. Congratulations.
Oh. Thank you so much.
What is the secret, Ms. Rufina? Tell me, what happened? I mean, why this year?
Jeff, to be very sincere, first and foremost, I want to be very sincere that the secret is God. And being moved by the fact that you desire to see this, the kind of Doris, change a narrative. I have quite many of her kind, and I must say that I'm so humbled and grateful to God that I've been given an opportunity to serve this kind of students. And the secret behind this is seeing them work so hard, being so resilient, the way we have seen Doris give her story, hard work, bearing all odds, and God coming through for them.
Tell me something, Mrs. Rufina. How was Doris as a student?
Doris has been a very hardworking girl, very disciplined, very resilient, very humble. You wouldn't even tell while she's in school that the story you have heard today is so. Very consistent. Doris is one very focused girl, and she won't even show on her face what she's going through. So she's been very hardworking.
Did you know her father was driving her on the back seat of a black Mamba every single day for 4 years?
Apparently, I got to know of it in the last year, because that is now when the studies get so intense. And because she approached me, the mother one day came to school and approached me that she cannot read from home. And when I admitted Doris in Form 1, and I knew she had been admitted in a national school, but then the parents came and said that they cannot afford. Doris came and promised, "Madam, allow me to be in this school, I'll give you an A." So I watched Doris from Form 1, but I didn't know that the father was riding her to school every morning and picking her in the evening. But when we got to Form 4 now, the intensity of studies, they approached me. This is a day school. And because of really desiring to see these boys and girls do well, I yielded with a few. But then it also took a toll on me because I had to be in school. I wouldn't leave them. This is a day school. Teachers will leave as early as 5. So I would sit back with them and at least allow them. They would tell me, "Madam, kwetu hakuna stima. Madam, hakuna space. Madam, kwetu kuna kelele." Because these students come from the slums of Nakuru, not only Pondamali, but also Kaptembwa, Roda, Kivumbini. They come from all these slums. And so Doris is a focused girl. And when I realized that this girl is going to make it, the father used to come one evening, in fact at 8:30 p.m. It had really rained in Nakuru. And I saw the father sheltering. And then I was like, "Baba, kuna shida?" And he told me, "Mimi ni mzazi wa Doris, nimekuja kumchukua." So that is how I got to know that he rides her to school in the morning and in the evening.
Ms. Rufina, real quick, I just read somewhere that your school had, and you can complete this for me. You had 3 A's, right?
Yes, Jeff.
11 A minuses. Keep going.
Yeah, we had 3 A plain, 1 A, 84 points out of 84. The second A, 83 points out of 84, and then Doris, 81 out of 84. We had 11 A minuses. We had 24 B plus, 30 Bs, 60 B minus, 64 C plus. That makes 187 of the 421 candidates that get university straight entry.
And are you going to top this next year? No pressure, but are you going to top this?
By the grace of God, we are trusting. We will keep doing the much that we can. Jeff, by the way, last year we got 1A84, that was number 6 countrywide. That was 2022. Oh. So we trust God that even this year we will do well.
Mrs. Rufina Konge, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations, and congratulations to all your students as well. All the very best. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My goodness, what a story. What a story. And the feedback is coming in thick and fast. Should we go to that tweets, guys, over there? Let's check out the tweets. Kabetas K says, congratulations to the top candidates 2023. It is even more encouraging to see those who schooled in county schools and those who grew up in difficult environments beating the odds to emerge with A's. Bravo. Congratulations, guys. Bravo. Hop Adero says, congratulations to these excellent KCSE 2023 graduates being interviewed now by none other than, him. Next step, career choice to match their talents and fascinations so that they can grow into devoted servants of society, discharging priceless and novel solutions. If you guys go away, will you come back to Kenya?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
I mean, Oxford, you might love Oxford and, I want to live in England. And you in Massachusetts.
Home is best.
This is my country still.
I like that. Yes. Eugene Steff says, the success stories of the top performers at JKLIVE epitomizes grit, determination, and rigorous focus. Having grown in hard backgrounds, but still pushing through is a proof of tenacity. Congratulations to them. All the best in their career paths. Onyonyo Vin says, listening to these great children is really enriching. They are so real and a clear manifestation that they are worth excellence in KCSE. May God grant them wisdom to make their dream a reality. Ad majorem del gloria. What? Who's that? you guys speak Latin?
No.
I know.
Ad majorem. Okay. Y. Kaleche says, the stories of these kids on JKL are so inspiring. I cannot seem to hold back my tears. Prayer changes things, but so is hard work and determination. Absolutely. Leonard Masikabi says, it is so encouraging to have such minds in the country. Congrats to all. I am particularly encouraged by Doris in her condition with family challenges, but she made it. One word, students, you have made it at this level. You are not yet done. Do not be swayed by the world. You listening?
Yes.
Do not be swayed by the world. Here's one more. Sir Nixon Dogire says, hi guys, this amazing accomplishment is quite a step on your journey. Sounds like you worked so hard and smart as well and pushed your abilities to the limit to make this success happen. Congratulations, Barikiweni Zaidi.
Amen.
Amen.
Fantastic. Well done. Well done. Such comforting, such encouraging feedback from across the country and around the world. So, moving forward, let's get some final thoughts, guys, because there are a lot of kids watching you right now. Watching you, maybe they didn't get A's. Maybe they got D's. And maybe they're very discouraged right now. Is there any E's? Do people get E's? There's E's.
Yes.
Oh, are there F's?
I don't know.
Are you serious? So you guys are the best of the best, the cream of the crop. What do you tell kids out there? Let's start with you, Kamora.
What I can tell them, they should not give up. There's a saying by Albert Einstein which says, God does not play dice, which means that God knows what he's doing. So even those who get a D or an E, it doesn't mean it's the end for them. God knows what he's doing. So you just keep believing in him, believe in yourself, and just as we were there, hard work and determination also pays. Yeah.
Nice one. Absolutely. God does not play dice. I like that. Wow. Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Is that the guy who says E equals MC squared?
Absolutely.
Same guy?
Yeah.
You see, I learned. Esther.
Yeah. As for me, I will tell anyone maybe who got a grade which they felt they did not deserve it or they are a failure. But one thing I'll tell them, there's still a future and God has a plan for them. The only thing they need to do is to rise again and fly high like the eagle. Because in each and every story, God will make a way that will fly high above the waves. And to all of them, I just tell God, thank you for this opportunity. Reverend Elijah, thank you for prayers. And for me being here, just rise high and never let your situation define who you are.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
What do the people that give the ride for the five think of you right now? For the five.
Yes.
What do you tell them?
Yeah, so I'll tell them, like, I'm so grateful, I'm very humbled to come from such humble background, and just who could have thought that something good will come out of Nazareth, and who could have thought that something good could come out of Githurai 45.
There you go, girl. Nice one. Dickens.
Yes. So for me, there's something I tell many of the students who ask me what is success. And I have it in mind that successful people do not make the impossible possible. They just make the possible happen. So if you're there and you see something impossible with your D or E, it's not actually impossible. It's just possible. Just make it happen. There's still hope. And I thank you all because that thing has been driving me. And also your situation, no matter how tough it is, because sometimes you feel like giving up. I also felt sometimes like giving up. But the more you fight, the more you'll reward you. You just heard of the reward I just got right now?
Yeah.
200,000 from the chair of BOM of our school. He was also the chair of KRA, Mr. Maura. I appreciate him for that. And
never give up.
Never give up.
Right? Never give up. Yes. Doris, what about you over there? What advice do you have for people? Utaambia watu aje?
Kwanza ni shukrani nyingi kwa familia yangu kwa kunishikilia, askofu wangu katika mwanzo wangu wa kujiunga na shule ya Langalanga, ndiye aliweza kuninunulia mavazi na viatu, kila kitu, na Mr. Gikaria, our MP, ndiye aliweza kunilipia karo yangu kwa hiyo miaka 4 wakishirikiana na mwalimu wetu mkuu Madam Rufina Nkonge, na kwa hiyo mimi ningeweza kuwashukuru pamoja na ile support niliweza kupata nyumbani bila kujali matatizo tuliweza kuyapitia hapa nyumbani. Na ningependa kuambia wanafunzi wenzangu waliofanya mtihani pamoja na mimi na wale wenye wako nyuma wanaenda kufanya mtihani, waweze kujiamini na kujituma, waweze kusoma nami kwa kuwa mtu anaweza kupita bila kujali mazingira anatoka na aweze kujiunua. Mimi ningeomba tu mhisani yoyote aweze kunisaidia, kwani siiko, yani future yangu ya masomo haiko secured. Ukiangalia kazi ambayo baba yangu anayoifanya, ndugu zangu na hali ya ndugu yangu na mamangu akimchunga kila siku, ningeweza kuomba mhisani yoyote aweze kujitokeza, aweze kanisaidia.
Kabisa. Una miaka mingapi, Doris? Doris, how old are you? Una miaka mingapi? All right, she doesn't hear. Okay.
Niko na miaka 18.
18, okay. Nice. Thank you, Doris. Thank you. How old are you, come on?
18.
18. Esther?
18.
18.
18.
Dickens? 18. All of you 18?
Yes.
God I could never speak like this when I was 18. You guys are wise beyond your years.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done. We're proud of you. Wish you all the very best. When you get accepted to MIT, I want to hear about it. When you're accepted to Oxford University, we want to hear about it. We will have you back here on the bench.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
Yeah.
I'll make that promise.
Yeah.
We'll have you back here on the bench.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I have one word. For me too, I come from a mom who is a widow. I would like to get a scholarship and to pursue my dream. That's the dream. I want to be a cardiologist in medicine. So if anyone, God will touch and God will just enable them to help me and help my mom, Tabitha, who has actually supported us single-handedly, and just to make her proud, and I'll be so grateful to God.
Does she still wash clothes?
Yes, casual work. Now she's at a school just cleaning, and I'm so grateful to God because she's just cleaning. Now we can get at least food, and I just pray that God will just provide, even though problems are here and there, just a scholarship to go to the university and pursue my dreams.
And so your siblings can also have some food to eat.
Yes, can have some food to eat. The education will be catered. Yeah. My cry of my heart every day had the cry of the family crying within me. And so I just pray that God will enable me to get a scholarship and continue with my education to make my country proud. Absolutely. And my family.
Kamora, is your mom still doing casual work?
Yeah,
still
doing casual work.
So how much does she make a day? 500, 600?
300,
300
probably. Yeah, and so also for me, I don't want to sound repetitive, but I have a dream, and I'd be very happy to achieve it. And I know that God touches people, works through people. And so I'd be very happy if I'd get somebody to take me to the next step, because it's just the beginning of the journey. Yeah. And I don't know if I can take this chance to say hi to some people.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, it's my mom. I know she's watching. Rachel.
You already said you love her. You said that 3 times.
Yeah, I love her. I could say it 1,000,000 times if I had the chance.
Yes.
Then the whole of Kahugu family, Baria Kahugu.
Baria Kahugu.
Yeah, I know they're also watching. They are proud of me. Then there was also a lady who told me to say hi to her in Kikuyu. She deals in shoes. Her name is Lucy. Actually, she sold me these shoes. I think they look nice.
Very nice. Very cool.
Yeah, so I'd say hi to her. And so also thank you for everybody who has taken part with in this difficult journey of mine. My church, led by the pastor, Pastor Maina. Thank you for their support and their prayers. You know, prayers really played a part in my success. And so I think I'm done. Thank you for hosting us as well. I wish to come back here.
When you get famous, don't forget us, huh?
I won't.
Do not forget us.
I won't.
Dickens, how about you, man?
Hey, so I would also like to tag some individuals who have been of aid to me. Thanks, first of all, to God. He's been my fighter throughout all this journey. I'd like to thank my family. I love you all. Yes, my siblings, my mother, all of them. Everybody, I love you because you are the reason why I was fighting. I was fighting the academic battle just to save us. And thank you to some teachers in school. My primary school head teacher, Mr. Lucy, Teacher Max. To the high school, I would like to thank Muranga High School principal, Mr. Korea. In fact, I was dreaming to, when I entered to that school, I was dreaming to greet him, but I never did. And when I almost got out of school, I just approached him and told him, Mr. Korea, our principal, I've been dreaming to greet you. Just do this for me. And I'm glad.
Did he greet you?
Yes, he did.
Before your exam results came out?
Yes, during the KCSE season.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So now he's looking for you to greet you.
Yeah. I hope you'll greet me again. Congratulations.
Well done. Well done, guys.
I'll also thank some teachers there, like Mr. Mutua. I know you've been my father to me in that school. If not for you, I would have suffered. Some teachers like Mr. Humphrey. He was my academic battalion leader. And he really motivated me. I remember he used to tell me that if you want some bread, just tell me. And also some teachers, all of them were just nice to me in Muranga High School. And also my fellow students, the Falcons class of 2023. You know, you really played a part in my life. My friends like Isaac, Kennedy, Cecil, I know you're watching, you really motivated me. Thank you.
Excuse me, Jeff.
Hold on.
Yeah.
God forbid you left somebody out. They will never forgive you.
I think I also mentioned.
Salam.
There are many people.
I know. You thank them all.
Yes.
Esther, you're going to
thank you all.
Yes, actually, I think I've forgotten a very important person.
Go on.
And this is the best. I think I just want to seize this opportunity. I just like to thank Bishop Wesonga, Pefa Kimbo Church. In terms of Corona, thank you so much for giving food to those women. One of the women was my mom. Thank you for saving us. Reverend Elijah Lankisa, Pastor Catherine, thank you for your prayers. And there's my uncles. Actually, there's a time you feel like you want to end up, but we call my uncles. Okay? So we call my uncles. I want to tell Uncle Maina, Uncle Karaoke, Uncle Kafue, Uncle Gidinji, Auntie Wangoi, Auntie Jennifer, Auntie Wangeshi. All of you, thank you so much. Akina Ndegwa, Peter, the ones who are cousins, thank you so much. And my teacher, my principal, I want to tell you, like, thank you so much in this moment, and deputy. All the teachers, I know you have been many who have assisted me. I cannot mention all of you by names, but thank you. And the most important person who God has given me, the special person, the blessing in my life, my mom. Thank you so much, Mom. My sister Jane, Salome and Wang, Immaculate. Thank you, all of you. And all the gratitude be back unto God who have made this story come true. Thank you.
Thank you. Doris, kuna mtu tumesahau huko Nakuru?
Yes. Kuna wengi ambao tumeweza kuwasahau. Kwanza ningependa kushukuru walimu wangu shule yangu, kuanzia mwalimu mkuu Madam Rufina Nkonge, manaibu wake Mr. Donga, Madam Joroge, formaster wangu, baba yangu mzazi katika shule anaitwa Mr. Brian Mutweri, pamoja na mwalimu wangu wa darasa Mr. Tarus, na walimu wote Mr. Gitahi, Mr. Wambogo, walimu wote kwa jumla. Ningependa kuwashukuru pamoja na askofu wangu aliyenishikilia, wakiwa pamoja na dikono wake. Askofu wangu anajulikana kama Mr. Simon Ngaroya Mutonga, na dikono wake Peter Gadungu Kinyanjui, na washirika wote waliweza kushiriki katika maombi. Naam.
Haya, Doris.
Pia ningeweza kuwashukuru wanafunzi wenzangu ambao walinipa fursa ya kuonyesha ile naweza pia kupita.
Hapo ni kweli, Doris, lakini tukiendelea hivi tutakuwa hapa paka kesho, sawa?
Naam.
Congratulations, Doris, Kamore.
Asante kwa muda wenu.
Asante pia. Esther, Dickens, you guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
You make us proud.
Okay.
And you'll continue making us proud.
Okay.
Keep going. Never give up. Like you guys were saying, never give up. And I hope you get enough food to eat for your family.
Amen.
I feel hungry just hearing your stories.
Okay.
Ole.
Thank you.
You'll be fine. It shall be well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being a part of the very first JK Live of 2024. I'm telling you, if this is how the first show's kicked off, imagine what the others are gonna be like. Somebody say, oh my. Keep tweeting at Kananga Jeff at Students Who Came, the hashtag JK Live. JK Live every Wednesday. Those three letters on the keyboard that follow each other. JKL. If you don't believe me, check on your keyboard. See, I'm telling the truth. Thanks so much, folks. Good night, good luck. God bless you all. And God bless the future of Kenya right here.